Hey guys, Tekking101 here, doing Naruto chapter 547. This one came out pretty early. This one was the earliest. It came out when I woke up, actually. And I was, like, shocked by it, and I was wondering, is this the only one that's going to come out today? Because that's happened before. But I waited for all of them to come out, so, that's the reason it took so long. But, it starts out with Gaara. The chapter title is Objects of True Value. Okay. It starts out with Gaara's father being shocked after he told him he's not a Jinchuriki anymore. Get used to that, because there's like 3 separate occasions in this chapter where Gaara's father's like shocked at all the crap that's happened to his son in the past 16 years since he's been gone. First one is, he's not a Jinchuriki anymore. How's that possible? And then he goes on, he explains everything that happened with that, about the Akatsuki, and how he died but came back to life because Chiyo and his friends saved him. His father's just like, you have friends? Funny line there. And the Mizukage just like, how could you say that to your son? Everyone has friends his age. Apparently, Gaara's father had no hopes for his child whatsoever. He's like, oh, okay, you're the Jinchuriki of the Shukaku, so get ready. You're going to be the most depressed child in the history of existence. No friends, no love, just death everywhere you go. But, this is mostly a flashback chapter. It goes back and explains everything about his mom and stuff. And Gaara just goes to explain that you tried to kill me 6 times. 6 times! And that's how I grew to fear and hate you, which, no big surprise there. Wow. Father of the Year. Gaara's father. 3rd surprise. Wait, you're the Kazekage now? And it's just crazy how shocked his father is out of all this news that's been going on recently. So then we have a little confrontation between Anoki and the 2nd Tsuchikage about how, I guess Kabuto didn't inform any of them that they are fighting a joint shinobi army, so none of them know that all the villages are together. Anoki explains that to the Tsuchikage. Mizukage has a little line here. I don't know if this is just something from, like, Japanese culture or something. It's like one of those deals. But it's charisma oozes out of people without eyebrows. Oh, wait. Hot damn, I don't even have eyebrows. I don't get it. So, if you're well-versed in Japanese culture, lay it down what that means. But went over my head, my American head. Okay, so then we get into the flashback that covers most of the chapter about Gaara's birth. Apparently he was born premature because, he explained that the Shukaku was placed in him before he was born. So I guess that it was implanted in him. Then they had to give, they had to give birth to him prematurely. And his mother then asked to see his face before she dies, because she dies while giving birth. And her last words to her child are, "What a small, feeble child." Blech. Yes, I know what happened at the end of the chapter, but that was my reaction the first time reading this. These are the worst parents ever. I understand there's a being of horrible destruction and evil lurking inside their son, but they could at least show some love. Horrible. So Gaara's mother dies while giving birth. Cut forward a couple years, Gaara's about 4 or 5 years old, and we have that weird creepy scene where he's like holding the teddy bear and looks like that kid from the freaking Omen. So anyway, the Sand Village has a meeting as to what to do with this, because Gaara is apparently because apparently Gaara is showing the signs that he can't control the Shukaku, and it's going to be released, and they're going to have all the problems they had were before. And the only reason they imprisoned it inside Gaara in the first place was he was compatible. I don't know exactly how you do that, considering he wasn't even born yet, but whatever. Like, I understand that, Jinchurikis can't be sealed inside everyone, because they tried that with the 8 Tails with B's cousin, I think it was, the guy with the, 2 shades of hair, and he was a horrible Jinchuriki. He only lasted a couple months. But I don't know how they determined that with Gaara, because he wasn't even born yet. But, so, they have a little chat about Gaara, and this is where the 4th Kazekage and, what was his name? I forget it. Gaara's mother's brother, I think his name was, Yashimaru, that's his name. It shows the meeting between the two and how they were, like, contemplating, like, you have to go kill Gaara, corner him psychologically, speak of his mother, speak of love, and corner him psychologically, and then kill him. And this actually should, because they touched upon this earlier in the anime that, they had this meeting, but this is the first time they showed it. So then we cut to that scene with Yashimaru bleeding to death on the ground. He failed, he couldn't kill him. And then he goes to say the most depressing thing in the entire chapter. Your mother did not name you Gaara because she loved you. You were never loved by anyone. Wow. And I guess hearing that incredible amount of trauma caused Gaara to become Shikaku, and his dad's watching it from the, from further a distance, the Shikaku being released. And I guess Gaara's father has the same abilities that Gaara does with the gold dust, the same as Gaara has with the sand, because his father's using the whole, third eye trick with the gold dust. So I guess that he has the same ability as Gaara in that respect. Which begs the question, did Gaara learn the techniques on his own, or did his father teach him? Because apparently his father, distanced himself away from Gaara as much as possible. So I don't know if Gaara learned the exact same techniques or he just knew about him. But yeah, we cut back to present, and after all the flashbacks we've had of Gaara having a very depressed childhood all around, big huge shot of him and Inoki and the entire freaking army that he is leading behind him, that he's gone past the depressions of his childhood, and now everyone sees him as a leader and respects him for it. And this is the point when his father actually believes, maybe he can surpass me. And right before we get into the fight, Onoki and the second Tsuchikage have one more little talk. They say, remember, the spoils of war are what people fight after the battle's over. All the allied shinobi forces, they're going to be going after the spoils of war, and it's your job. You have to worry about that later. That's when the real battle starts. And Inoki's just like, no, I have no intention of doing that. And Tsuchikage's just like, oh, okay, you didn't turn into a fool. Mizukage states, now this is really weird. I cannot pin down this character for the life of me. He is the most oddest Kage, like, hardest to pin down psychologically, the second Mizukage. I saw him, he reminded me of freaking Sinestro from the Green Lantern. He just looked like he just looked evil. Like, even when he was alive, he was probably an evil bastard. But he's just like, kill us, we want to rest, I'll tell you all our weak points, on all of our techniques. Because, Kabuto, I don't know what Kabuto's doing with this. He said that he has the ability to turn off their minds. Kabuto has the ability to erase their memories and just turn them into killing machines. And yet he's keeping them conscious so he can tell them all of their secrets. I don't get that. I mean, their bodies are like on autopilot. They defend themselves if they're attacked, but they're still conscious. They could still say, hey, yeah, I'm going to use this technique next. Be sure to dodge by doing this. I don't know if Kabuto's going to do the same mind erasing thing he did with Zabuza, but from the looks of this chapter, he doesn't. I don't know what's going on with that. Gaara and his dad finally have a little clash. He shoots out the sand. He shoots the gold dust. They have a little clash with that. And, and from the looks of it, it's so hard to discern because gold dust and sand looks exactly the same. It's kind of hard to discern. But from the looks of it, Gaara's creating sand arms to go to his father. But, yeah, the entire army charges. Not sure what help they're going to do because we're fighting against 4 Kages here. I don't know why Inoki. I think didn't Inoki even said in the last chapter, stay back. We're going to go and fight them. So why is he sending all these people in to fight 6 Kage battle that they're probably going to get sucked up in? But whatever. Gaara uses his sand shower technique on the third Raikage. Gaara's father uses like a gold dust shield to protect him. Then Gaara does something freaking awesome. He creates all these weird statues out of sand in the shape of his mother and grabs all the Kage. Grabs his father, grabs the second Mizukage, grabs the third Raikage. And yeah, cool little technique there. I like that. It gave the position that they were all hugging the Kage. And it's at this point that Gaara's father finally decides to tell his son what happened 16 years ago. Odd time to start, moping when you're in the middle of an epic fight, but whatever. He's explaining that, the sand will always protect you because it's like your mother's will, and we finally get to see what his mother's actual last words were to her child. What a small, feeble child. No matter what happens, I'll always protect you, Gaara. Then she dies. Blech. But yeah, so Gaara's mother truly loved him. Isn't that just a happy ending? It was an alright chapter. It's good we touched upon things in his past because, a while back when Naruto was fighting Gaara, we went through the whole cycle where Gaara's mother hated him, and now we finally learned, 500 chapters later, not 500, about 400 later, that, his mother really did love him, so yeah. That's so sweet. Now, the next chapter, can we please get some awesome Kages battling? We got all the sappy crap out of the way. This next chapter, I want to see a whole freaking 6 Kage epic brawl. A whole chapter, just nothing but battle. I would be completely happy with that. We've had a lot of, this sappy crap. We've had, Gaara and his father. We've had B and A. We've had Asuma and the Team 10, even though we already had that when he died with Hadan. But yeah, we got all that stuff out of the way now. Can we please just get to the epic fight? Because I would enjoy that. But yeah, I think they'll get to that next chapter. I mean, unless, of course, they want to do something with... I've been thinking they wanted to do something with the Tsuchikage, Mu, and Inoki. They might have a little relationship between them that they're going to show. But, you know, it was an alright chapter. It's not nothing great, but, you know, it came out early, so that's always fun to do. I'm not going to have anything to do tomorrow, but... nice chapter. I enjoyed it. Tekking101 signing out.